Some heartbreaks do not scream. They whisper, softly enough for only the soul to hear, and sometimes that whisper is enough to end a life. Amina became a widow early in life, and from that moment on, every sacrifice became permanent. Her husband's death left her alone with a single responsibility, her daughter, Maryam. From that day on, Amina lived only for her child. Every choice, every sacrifice, every sleepless night revolved around one goal, making sure Maryam would never feel the emptiness she herself carried. They weren't rich. They weren't poor either. But Amina always made sure Maryam had the best she could give. Warm clothes in winter, a proper school bag, and the safety of a family home. Years passed. Maryam grew up. She married. And even then, Amina gave more. She handed over her jewelry, pieces she had saved since her youth. Then she gave them the house itself, the only thing of real value she owned. Maryam and her husband continued living there, while Amina aged quietly inside the walls she had once worked so hard to protect. Time, however, is never gentle. Amina's health slowly declined. Her back pain worsened until even standing became difficult. After tests and consultations, the doctor was clear: she needed surgery. Amina agreed without complaint. The surgery went well. Better than expected. Weeks turned into months as she recovered in the hospital. The recovery was long but hopeful. The hospital staff grew fond of her patients. Maryam visited when she could, though when she could became a phrase stretched thinner with every passing week. As the date for her discharge approached, Amina felt something almost foreign. Anticipation. She imagined going home, sitting in her familiar chair, hearing her daughter bustling in the kitchen. Finally, the doctor declared Amina ready for discharge. Her tests were perfect. Her steps steady. But on the final night, Maryam visited. At first, the conversation was ordinary. Then Maryam's voice changed. It became tight, tinged with discomfort and guilt. "Mama, tomorrow I can't take you home." The words echoed in the room like a verdict. Amina blinked as if struck. Maryam explained that her husband no longer wanted Amina living with them. He said it would be too much responsibility, too much burden. Maryam insisted her hands were tied, her marriage fragile, and she had already arranged a place for her. Tomorrow, after discharge, Amina would be taken directly to a nursing home, to live there for the rest of her life. The words fell like cold rain. Unbearable. Unbeknownst to them, a nurse stood by the door, absorbing every word, her heart tightening as she listened. Amina didn't shout. She didn't cry. She didn't argue. She simply nodded. That night, something inside her shut down. By early morning, alarms sounded in the hospital room. Amina's condition began deteriorating rapidly. Her blood pressure dropped. Her breathing became shallow. Doctors rushed in, confused, alarmed. Just yesterday, she had been stable, healthy, smiling. Now, they were losing her. Despite every effort, Amina passed away before noon. The doctor stood in disbelief, reviewing the charts again and again. There was no medical explanation. Nothing that justified such a sudden collapse. That's when the nurse stepped forward and told him what she had overheard the night before. The doctor listened quietly. Then he closed the file. He turned to the other nurses and said softly, "She didn't die from illness. She died from heartbreak. Some hearts crack not from illness, but from the silence of abandonment, from the sorrow of giving everything, and finding no place left to belong. Honor those who raised you. For love is not only an obligation, but also a circle. Break it, and something sacred is lost forever." If this story touched your heart, please comment your thoughts below. And don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs this reminder. and subscribe to the channel for more powerful true stories. See you in the next story.